10 must-watch K-dramas of May 2024. Need something new to watch? From heartwarming romantic comedies to intense thrillers, this month's selection of K-dramas has something for everyone. Join us today as we explore the plots and characters of the latest and most anticipated dramas that are set to come out this May. Whether you're a seasoned K-drama fan or just bored, this curated list is sure to guide you toward your next favorite new releases. So, if you're ready, let's dive in. Uncle Samik. First up, set in Korea in the 1960s. Uncle Samik is about, you guessed it, Uncle Samik. According to NME, Uncle Samik is a shady but resourceful fixer who achieves his goals by whatever means necessary. And Kim San, an elite Korean military academy graduate who has come back to Korea from studying in the US with a dream to industrialize and develop the country. Banding together, Uncle Samik and Kim San have to rely on each other in order to not just make their dreams come true, but also survive the tumultuous times and shifting political landscape of Korea in the 60s. Uncle Samik stars Song Kang-ho in the title role, making the drama Song Kang-ho's silver screen debut, having starred in iconic movies including Parasite, A Taxi Driver, and Broker, for which he won Best Actor at the Cannes Film Festival, and Byun Yo-han as Kim San, who you may recognize from his roles in Mr. Sunshine and the historical movies The Book of Fish and Hansen Rising Dragon. Together, Song Kang-ho and Byun Yo-han promise to bring dynamic chemistry to their roles, captivating audiences with their powerful performances. Make sure to catch Uncle Samik, which is coming out on May 15th on Disney+. The Midnight Romance in Hagan. The next star-studded drama that you have to tune into is The Midnight Romance in Hagan. A Hagwon is a Korean privately owned cram school that can teach anything from cooking to taekwondo, but most often teaches school subjects like math and English. Starring Australian-Korean actress Jung Ryo-won and Lee Ha-jun, one of Korea's most popular actors, famous for his roles in Squid Game, Something in the Rain, and Little Women. The Midnight Romance in Hagan is about the romance between So Hae-jin, a hard-working Hagwon star instructor who works in one of the most competitive Hagwon areas in the country, the Daechi neighborhood of Gangnam, and Lee Jun-ho, a former student who So Hae-jin helped get into a fancy university, but who has now returned after 10 years to work as one of the school's new tutors. Secretly, they begin a midnight romance. As So Hae-jin and Lee Jun-ho navigate the challenges of their relationship, you will be drawn into a story filled with passion, melodrama, and unexpected twists. The Midnight Romance in Hagan is coming out on May 11th and will be streaming on TVing, Frankly Speaking. Another heart-fluttering romance that you need to check out is the rom-com, Frankly Speaking. In the drama, Ko Kyung-pyo, who is known for his roles in Reply 1988 and Don't Dare to Dream, plays Song Ki-baek, who is a TV announcer known to be one of the best announcers in the industry, thanks to his polite and well-mannered TV personality. One day, Song Ki-baek suddenly gets a condition that means that he isn't able to self-censor his words, destroying his job and reputation. This sudden development catches the attention of variety show writer An Woo-ju, played by Kang Han-na, who previously starred in dramas like My Roommate is a Gumiho, Startup, and Moon Lovers, Scarlet Heart Rio. She decides then and there that Song Ki-baek has to appear on her love variety program. With many hilarious moments, working together, An Woo-ju helps Song Ki-baek navigate his new reality. Don't forget that Frankly Speaking comes out on May 1st on JTBC and also on Netflix for global viewers. Dare to Love Me. The last romance on this list is the webtoon adaptation, Dare to Love Me, which is based on the popular 2021 webtoon, Treat Me Carelessly. According to Asian Wiki, the rom-com series follows Kim Hong-do, who is single and works as a contract worker for the design team of a mid-sized apparel company. Her dream is to work as a designer for a global luxury fashion brand. She keeps moving forward with her dream. Meanwhile, Shin Yoon-bok is a successor of his family who lives in Sungsun Village. He takes the appearance of a Confucian scholar and follows what the elders in his family say, but he is also a young man who is full of adventure and a rebellious spirit. He has a dream of becoming a webcomic writer. To attain his dream, he runs away to Seoul. When Kim Hong-do is hired as Shin Yoon-bok's art teacher, chaos ensues as their two personalities clash and a mutual attraction develops between them. As they navigate their differences and feelings for each other, Viewers can expect a roller coaster of emotions with plenty of laughs and heartwarming moments along the way, as this adaptation promises to bring the beloved characters of Treat Me Carelessly to life in a fresh and exciting way. Dare to Love Me will premiere on May 13th on KBS2. Not strong, but attractive Homicide Squad. Looking for a comedy, but not interested in romance? Then you have to save Not Strong, but Attractive Homicide Squad to your watch list. This crime comedy drama is about the worst-performing homicide squad in Korea and Dong Yoo-bin, played by Kim Dong-wook, who you might recognize from the Along with the Gods movies. Dong Yoo-bin is an elite police officer with a brilliant mind who, after returning to Korea from teaching at a prestigious overseas university, surprises everyone when he volunteers as the new leader of the worst squad. With a fun plot, Not Strong but Attractive Homicide Squad will keep you glued to your screen. Also titled Not Powerful but Attractive Violent Crimes Unit, the first episode of this drama will be coming out on May 22nd on SBS. Crash. The next drama on this list is another crime drama titled Crash. Crash follows policeman Cha Yeon-ho, played by Lee Min-ki, who has starred in many top dramas including Because This Is My First Life, The Beauty Inside, and My Liberation Notes. Cha Yeon-ho is a talented mathematician and analyst, having even graduated from KAIST, or the Korea Advanced Institute of Science and Technology. However, when he starts working with the Traffic Crime Investigation Team, he hits a road bump, pun intended. He can't drive. Despite being able to simulate the time of an accident using his analytical powers, Cha Yeon-ho finds that his lack of social skills makes it difficult to adapt to this new team, which includes talented police officer Min So-hee, Jung Chae-man, the founder of the TCI team, and a former violent crimes detective, Woo Dong-ki, a car specialist, and Eo Hyun-kyung, who is a taekwondo, judo, and boxing expert. Together, the team must work to stop the rise of tragic crime, and despite their differences, they must learn to trust each other in order to succeed. Make sure to tune into Crash when the first episode drops on May 13th on ENA. The drama will also be streaming on Disney+. Connection. The final crime drama on this list is Connection, starring Ji-sung, famous for his roles in Kill Me, Heal Me, Dr. John, and The Devil Judge. In the series, Ji-sung plays the role of Detective Jang Jae-kyung, an upright officer who believes that any personal relationship will hinder his work on the Drug Crimes Task Force. However, his life gets turned upside down when someone forces him to become addicted to drugs. When one of his high school friends passes away and leaves behind a huge amount of insurance money, 5 billion won to be exact, Jang Jae-kyung starts an investigation, eventually uncovering a huge network of local corruption. Meanwhile, once local news reporter Oh Yoon-jin, played by John Mido from the Hospital Playlist series, finds out about the corruption in her hometown of Anhaeon, where Jang Jae-kyung works. She decides to make it the focus of her reporting after she was unfairly fired from her job. Don't miss Connection, which premieres on May 24th on SBS. Bittersweet Hell. If you want a thriller that you won't be able to stop watching, then make sure to save the release date of Bittersweet Hell on your calendar. Dark and spine-chilling, Bittersweet Hell is about a glamorous celebrity psychologist and family counselor named No Young-won, whose glittery life takes a dangerous turn when she starts getting blackmailed by a mysterious figure who threatens to take down her career and family, including her husband and successful doctor, Jae-jin. Desperate to save her life, No Young-won decides to join hands with her mother-in-law, a charismatic mystery book writer with whom No Young-won has not always gotten along. Will they be able to escape the web of lies and deceit before it's too late? Find out when Bittersweet Hell hits screens on May 24th on MBC TV. The Atypical Family. Next, we have The Atypical Family. This drama follows a young man from a family in which each member has superpowers. In The Atypical Family, Jang Ki-young stars as Bok Gui-ju, a young man who can time travel to his life's happiest moments. However, he is unable to change anything in the past. As he has grown up, Gui-ju has lost his power after developing depression due to not being able to change the past. Similarly, all the other members of his family, including his mother, who has a precognitive dreaming power, and his sister, who can fly, start to lose their powers due to issues like insomnia, bulimia, and being addicted to their smartphones. However, the family's fate changes when they get involved with Do Dae-hee, played by Chun Woo-hee, known for her roles in Delightfully Deceitful, Be Melodramatic, and the famous Korean crime movie Han Gong-ju, which won Chun Woo-hee the Best Leading Actress Award at the Blue Dragon Film Awards. Dae-hee is a mysterious woman with a superpower who starts to live with the family, leading to all kinds of unexpected adventures as they navigate their changing abilities and the challenges that come with them. The Atypical Family premieres on May 4th on JTBC and will also be streaming on Netflix. The 8 Show. Finally, the only Netflix original drama on this list, the last drama that we have to discuss, is The 8 Show. Similar to Squid Game, The 8 Show follows 8 people who are all desperate for cash. Each of these 8 people gets cast to participate in a reality TV show where they are forced to live surrounded by only a concrete wall. And although they can buy stuff, like electricity, food, water, etc., it costs 1,000 times more than in the real world. The cash that they spend is all deducted from their winning prize of 44.8 billion won, which is money that the contestants can split if they manage to survive the 100 days without going crazy. As the show continues, it becomes a psychological battle as the contestants struggle to maintain their sanity while facing extreme challenges, both mental and physical. Alliances are formed, secrets are revealed, and tensions rise among the group. Based on the hugely popular webtoons Money Game and Pie Game, created by talented writer Bai Jin-soo, like The Atypical Family, The 8 Show will also star Chun Woo-hee. Additionally, the cast also includes Ryu Jun-yeol, who has been all over the news recently due to his very brief and scandalous relationship with K-drama superstar Han So-hee, as well as Park Jung-min, Lee Yeol-eum, Park Hae-jun, Lee Ju-young, Moon Jong-hee, and Bae Sung-woo, who make up the rest of the key characters. With such a strong lineup of actors and a nail-biting plot, The 8 Show is sure to have you gripping the edge of your seat. The 8 Show comes out on May 17th on Netflix. Well, that wraps up our overview of the most exciting K-drama set to come out in May. Which series do you want to watch the most? Let us know in the comments section below. And don't forget to like and subscribe for more content. Thank you for watching and see you next time.